I know that. I know that. Yes, I know that. And I know that. I know that also. I don't know how well that's going to play. I had a conversation with a prospective client. And as I was saying something, I got the response, I know that. That happens. And as I wanted to say it again. And they said, I know that. But what they were saying was something different than what I was saying. The first part was identical. So it sort of happened to be, I know the spouse is entitled to the first $50,000, and this person, prospective client, continued and said, I know the spouse is entitled to the first $50,000 when the house is sold. And I said, no, what I'm trying to say is, I know, no. My response was, the surviving spouse is entitled to the first $50,000. And the prospective client said, I know that. And I said, no, I'm saying something different. The surviving spouse is entitled to the first $50,000. And I was interrupted again. I said, listen, let me say 3 sentences in a row. The surviving spouse is entitled to, don't interrupt, the surviving spouse is entitled to the first $50,000 from the estate, not when the house is sold. From the estate, all of the money, stocks and bonds, brokerage, bank account. So it's not that they're entitled to the first $50,000 if there's no will and there's the house is solely owned by a spouse. An administration has to be done, and the spouse is entitled to the first $50,000 of the estate plus a percentage, right, along to share with the children. So it's not a danger, but people like to read things on the internet. Wonderful. It's a source of information. It's fantastic. I recommend it. Watch my videos, read the content on my website, Google something, go to Wikipedia. Plenty of information out there. But then when you're actively engaged in a phone call with a lawyer, only if it's me. Let me speak. Let's talk about it. We made our way through to the other side. But I do hear that a lot from people. I know. And then they still want to know how the situation is different. And sometimes there is. Because oftentimes the articles on the internet are written by reporters or they're written by staff, and they don't give all of the nuances of any given law or situation, right? So if you have a question, even if you think you know, reach out to me.